is so hot, I genuinely don't even know what to do. Because you can hear this so good. But like, if I don't use it, I start to like melt. Hi. I hope you're doing amazing. I'm not gonna list the 3 things again because I'm tired. Are you tired? If you are, you know, I'm tired of this heat. And it's making me kind of delirious. So there's that. And this light is not helping in any way, shape, or form. So I'm gonna try to wrap this up as best as I can. So you're looking at the cover of my comic book, October. It is starring some girly pops that are in a band and they dance. And this is their first tour and they're nervous and they are finding out anyway, some things about themselves that they didn't really know, until they started to perform together and, learn. I don't want to spoil it in any way. So yeah, a part of it is what you see in the comic book, which is them kind of like knocked out during the VIP meet. And I was actually kind of struggling with figuring out how to draw somebody standing up but sleeping, and so it's like I don't know, that was difficult. I wanted to try to make them look heavy and droopy at the same time as kind of trying to still pose for the photo, but I don't know that it translated in the way that I was hoping. I feel like this will be one of the variant covers, if not just the cover, because I don't really want to do that again. Like, the cover definitely comes after the comic book, I feel. And since I'm doing it barely even midway point, it's not, exactly the way it should be. I'm currently working on pages 8 and 9 of the comic book, and I'm thinking about how it can get to you guys, if it should be digital, if it should be printed, what that could be, how it could get to you and, and be a collector's item, because in a way, it's heavily inspired by Gemini Holograms. Gemini Holograms is, well, I still have the comic book, so it clearly is a very interesting story starring some sisters who are also in a band, but they don't dance. No, but they're also in a band, and they have a secret revealed to them that allows them to do things just a little bit easier and swifter than their rival band. There is no rival band in mine, though. I didn't think it was necessary. If you want that kind of stuff, just read Gemini Holograms. The only reason that I wanted to do this so much is because I wanted to put a horror twist onto it and have it be more centered around their individual personalities. Each girl is different. I'll start with the leader first. Her name is Dia Perez. She's cool. She's amazing, actually. I love her. She's the balanced, level-headed one in the whole group and brings everybody back to their equilibrium at the end of the day. And then we have Isla Bo. She is our head of choreography. She's amazing. And then we have Markoto. She is songwriter number 1, and I believe a bass player. They all play instruments. It'll be in their little thing. And then there's Alice. She is our second songwriter, and also I think she plays, what does she play? I forget what she plays, the drums, synthesizer, or something like that. I think I'm mixing up their instruments for sure, but they have their own little way of helping and moving through fame and everything. You'll see, it's interesting. A lot of it will come from like, you know, personal, like who these characters are and watching them develop and like having them have very real stories. Being a multiracial band, it can just be a little bit more interesting navigating the music industry and trying to do that kind of stuff. So I wanted to put that in there and have this be about a lot of stuff, you know. Like Alice, for example, she changes her hair a lot because I love that Black women do that, or can do that. Some of them do the same damn hairstyle like I do all the time, and that's fine. I represents this, like, this is how I express myself. I do my hair every day, like, and I change it I change it often because this is my self-expression. This is how I show my creativity too, outside of dancing, you know, only. They're all going to be navigating their own stories in this, so I have their families like mapped out. I have like their storylines. I don't have like romantic interests in there, like animals yet. They have a little ode to an ode to Gemini holograms with a little thing that they have that like helps assist them around the house. And yeah, it's really fun. It's really interesting. But when I look back at my old comic books, it's kind of making me think like I need to figure out I need to get out of my comfort zone with the way that I draw my panels. It's just been grid. And like when I see people draw their panels, it's not just grid. Sometimes they just interject a panel or they just add in some other stuff. Like it's not always the same. And so I want to play on that. Yeah, and figure out how to do this stuff because I genuinely forgot about the cover page until it was time for me to do this video, and I gave up on the little expression sheet that I started. There was an expression sheet. I was starting with Isla and there was like a happy, sad, fear, you know, confused, whatever, and I was just drawing all these faces and I was just like, that's boring as fuck, like, you know, draw the cover page. And I haven't even thought about that. And I'm also thinking, in my comic books, there are ads for other comic books in there. And it's like, okay, now I gotta think about an ad that I can put in there. But it can't be about other comic books because this is the only comic book I have. It has to be about me. So, and whatever else I am up to. And so that's another thing that I'm having to like sift through with this. One of my favorite YouTubers who, you know, inspired a lot of this for me, just recently put out a video trying to like help people with their comic book creation skills, and so I gotta check that out and like see how she's done it, because her stuff is in like shops and stuff like that. Like she has a legit book for people to go and purchase. And yeah, I'm gonna see what she says. What if she says that the character sheet actually is like the best thing for you to do? But yeah, I probably also shouldn't have started my cover page before finishing the book. But then again, that book feels like it's gonna take forever. Seeing as I'm only on page 8 or 9, I feel like I started this about at least, I probably started it in October of last year, because obviously it's October. But it feels like I started this a long time ago, like a year ago, and I still have not gotten very far. So it's just like, but it's only me. It's literally only me with all of this kind of stuff, but really with that kind of stuff too. Like, it is me. And if I'm in school, if I'm, you know, trying to keep up with all the other tasks of life, it can be easy to get swept to the wayside. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep it in my brain, keep it current, like my book as well, TDS. I don't even want to say the name of that because that's still very fun and very new for me. And I'm like introducing a villain, and it's very fun. I'm just having a lot of fun with these projects. Like, I'm also trying to think about the way that these monsters can turn out too, because this is supposed to be coming from a girl who likes horror, who likes a bit like a little thing like that to indulge in entertainment wise. So I definitely need to figure out what I want those to look like, because I mean, I feel like the comic books that used to interest me or intrigue me used to be the ones with like different kind of like they would bounce between different styles. So it could just be some just look like it doesn't belong in this comic book, and you know, it's super high def, or some are super low def. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But they are going to have to learn how to defeat them, and I don't really know what that way is going to be because they don't know how to fight. So it's just like, are they going to have to learn how to fight, and am I going to have to learn how to draw fighting, which I don't want to do? Is it going to be music? Is it going to be like powers? Is it going to be, you know, however it is? Is it going to be singing and dancing the villain away, because they are a band? I feel like that would be really cool. Yes, it'll be all different kinds. It'll be really fun, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. And I'm thinking to make about 10 of them, 10 comic books all together. And yeah, what they don't tell you is how thick your neck is gonna get when you start prioritizing the gains. But whatever. I don't have much else to say about this. I am so glad that you guys tuned in. I appreciate the heck out of you. And you know, I can't wait to see you next Saturday. It'll be like reuniting. They're so rude. It'll be like reuniting with lost friend. No, but really it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday and Fridays I'll try to actually go live on Twitch. So it'll be amazing if you try to, you know, catch that. That's if it happens though. I am only human and wait till the last minute to do things, so hey, but I should be there. I will be there, I promise. Go drink some water, go run outside barefoot, and go scream. Go scream when you run outside, and see how long it takes for somebody to call the cops. With that, bye.